We are live. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. Lydia here with another business partner from Canada. For those of you who are new to my page, welcome. About me, my name is Lydia. I am a full-time healthcare worker, also digital business mentor, helping other people to start and grow their own online business. Without further ado, I'm going to let my guest introduce himself. Raza, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, it's so good to be here. I'm Raza, and it's so good to finally speak to your audience, Lydia. Thank you so much for having me. I live here in Canada, in Toronto, Canada, with my wife and my 12-year-old daughter. And what else do I need to tell you? I come from corporate experience, corporate background. After I graduated, I started in human resources in HR, and I worked for about 12 to 14 years, somewhere in between there, in the corporate world. Then I thought I knew everything, so I decided to become an entrepreneur. Yeah, that didn't go too well. I fell flat on my face. I had no idea. I thought being an entrepreneur was same as being an employee, but little did I know the worlds were completely different. You have to, as an entrepreneur, you have to think differently. You have to do things differently, and you really have to take on more charge and more accountability on yourself. And I didn't really know that. So I mean, that introduced me to a lot of books, and I think I landed on one. I'm going to call it a secret because it's not really a secret, but not a lot of people know about it. You see, we all want things in life, right? We all want, the house, the things that we donate to charity. We want the cars. We want to travel. So we want all these things. Whenever we want all these things, all of a sudden we start thinking about what do we need to do, and then there are so many things that we can ultimately do, and we start trying to figure things out by ourselves because that's how we are trained by our parents and our school to figure things out and get it done. Well, in the business world, as a matter of fact, I landed on something that accelerated my success, and that was, I remember one of my mentors telling me this. He said to me, he said, Raza, whatever you want to figure out, oh, sorry, whatever you want to accomplish in life, somebody out there has already accomplished it. And all you got to do is just find those people and then follow their blueprint. Instead of you trying to figure it out, just follow a blueprint and that will accelerate your success. And over the past 12 years or so, that's really been my formula. And it has taken me places, and I'm totally honored and blessed to have the kind of things that I've experienced in the past 12 years or so, and looking forward to this new journey in the digital space that I've been on over the past 15 months.
Oh, 15 months. Thank you. You already answered my question. So you already answered my first question. The second question, uh, why this business? How did you get into this business? And
Sure. I, so prior to starting the digital business, getting online, I actually I had a great career as a professional speaker. And what that simply means is companies would hire me and send me to conferences to represent their ideas, their vision, their brands, their products, their high ticket offers, and all that stuff. So I was enjoying that career tremendously. And we all know what happened in March 2020, when the whole world shut down, flights were grounded, no events were taking place, and all of that stuff. So it was at that time I really had to kind of, it prompted me to reinvent myself. I looked around and to see what do I want to do. And while I was doing research, one of the things that I found, Lydia, is, and I'm sure you must have noticed it as well, and that is any person or any organization that had figured out this whole online thing was thriving during these times. And I thought to myself, and that time, I'm like, how do I get into the online space? And that idea, that question just ultimately led me here. Of course, I came across an ad on YouTube, and the journey just started from there.
Awesome. Yeah, you are a rock star in our business. When I listen to you speaking, it's very touching. Yeah. Um, so, what do you like about this business?
Oh, you know what? It's so funny you asked me that question. I think I love, not I think, I know why I really chose to be here is I absolutely love how the system is designed to do most of the heavy lifting for me. I'll
Mm,
tell you why I'm highlighting this particular piece. So as I mentioned, I was a professional speaker over the past few years, and that got me on stages across North America, Europe, and Africa, uh, speaking alongside with people who are teaching how to make more money to organizations and individuals and all of that stuff. Um, and I had the privilege of meeting so many people on all these continents who want to make money online and who are looking for ways to do that. And the challenge that I found that 90% of those people were experiencing is that they all got stuck in the weeds, I call it. And what that simply means is that when they go into the digital space, all of a sudden they start spending time on building a website, writing a presentation, doing a presentation, writing email sequences, setting up the autoresponders, all of that stuff, which,
mm,
by the way, are tools. They don't make you money. Well, the only thing that makes, well, the fun part of an online business is really the money making part. And most of those people never really got to the money making part because they were so stuck in the weeds. Imagine if you want to go from destination A to destination B, and instead of just hopping in the car and going there, imagine if you start building a car, right? You have no idea how to do this. You start putting the doors together, you order the doors, you get the wrong doors, you return it, you put the wheels, figure out the engine, all of that stuff. And then once the car is built, it might not even run and all that stuff. So most people spend time over there. The beautiful thing about the system that I got an opportunity to leverage is that the system was built for me.
mm,
And I got an opportunity to get into the fun part of building the business, which is making money, a lot quicker than an average digital entrepreneur. And
mm.
that's what I love about this business. That everybody, um, you, Lydia, myself, and many others have had this opportunity to have our system set up for us so that it can do the heavy lifting while we do a couple of handful of things to run this business.
Exactly. Thank you so much. If it wasn't for the automated system, I wouldn't be here. It
Yeah,
runs 24 hours and it's global, like you said.
that's
Yeah.
right.
What would you tell for skeptical people out there?
Uh, all right. Skeptical people. Well, listen, it's okay to be skeptical, first of all. Um, but too much skepticism is detrimental to your well-being and to your kids and family's well-being. There's no harm in being skeptical. As a matter of fact, skepticism allows us to make sure that we do our due diligence properly. But if people just hang on and they're just, if you're just somebody who's just a skeptic on every single thing out there, then most likely this business is not for you. So you can leave, right? Like that's one part. For others, I would ask you to do the same thing that I did, and that is I did my due diligence. As a matter of fact, Lydia, I didn't share this with you, but back in March 2020, when I was trying to figure things out and trying to see what I'm going to do, one of the things that I was looking at is buying an existing business. So a laundromat or a car wash, an accounting firm. I was looking at these kind of businesses.
Mm,
And when I was evaluating them, of course, they were priced at, $800,000, 1.5 million, 1.8 million, and so on and so forth. These were existing businesses. And those businesses had their own process to evaluate, right?
mm,
I had to go through a process to evaluate those businesses and everything. Well, here there's a process to evaluate the business. Number one is you cannot know anything about this business until you watch the 90-minute webinar.
Yeah.
If you don't want to watch the 90-minute webinar, I'll be straight with you, this business is not for you, right?
Mhm.
Because there's no point in us getting on a phone call if at the basic level this doesn't resonate with you, because that would be a waste of your time and my time.
Mhm.
So watch the webinar. That is step one. And if it resonates with you, great, you move forward. If it doesn't resonate with you, no harm done, right? You spend 90 minutes on it, and most likely you'll learn something about the digital space and building a business online. Okay, and then you move forward. So with all the skeptical folks, my skeptical friends, I would say, do your due diligence. Do not stay stuck at a point. Understand there, have 3 to 5 criteria, things that you want the business to meet. Three to
Mhm.
five things. You will not know everything. You can't, right?
Yeah.
You have to take the first step for you to know what the next doors are. And then when you take that step, the next doors are. Did I know my business was going to be as successful as it is today back when I first came on board? No, I didn't. I came with a 3 to 5 year vision. And if
Mhm.
you can do that, come in with a 3 to 5 year vision, and you're going to become a master of the industry, you're going to do your due diligence, you're going to learn the skills that you need to learn, then I'll tell you, there's no reason why you too could not be successful at building an income through the internet.
Exactly. Yeah. Anybody, every day, people are like me and yourself are doing this because the
Mhm.
system was built to help us be successful. You said it all beautifully. I don't have to add anything. But the people who are watching us right now or gonna watch a replay, and you are interested to start internet-based business, you can register to my website, lydiatalahun.com, and watch the 90-minute training or 90-minute workshop. My last question, like I want to talk to you a long time, but I know you don't have time. I'm kidding. My
Yeah.
fourth and last question is, what is your favorite book or favorite uh, motivational quote? Give it to me. I'll take it.
Well, favorite books. I am now. My books are all back here.
Oh,
But I'll tell you something. The one book that is really, 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 really awesome these days that I always go back to is written by a gentleman by the name of Tim Grover, and he was the trainer
mhm.
for Michael Jordan and for Kobe Bryant,
Oh,
and he's written this book titled Relentless, From Good to Great to Unstoppable.
mhm,
And why I'm recommending this book right now is because I think we live in a world right now where change is the only constant thing.
mhm,
We know that the world is going to change, and it's going to change at accelerated paces.
mhm,
And if we don't build the muscle of being relentless through change, if we don't build the muscle of staying strong mentally while we continue to explore new worlds, new ways of doing things, chances are we're going to get left behind. And you may be okay with you getting left behind, but I'll tell you something, your kid's not going to appreciate getting left behind. They need a new way of thinking. They need a new blueprint to navigate the future.
mhm.
And books like these are definitely a help. Relentless by Tim Grover. As
Okay.
far as a quote is concerned, one of the quotes that I don't know whose it is, but I use it all the time, and that is fail fast so that you can succeed faster.
Mm,
And that in itself is really requires you to have a lot of courage and
mhm,
be bold. Many of us are trained over the past decades. We've been trained to be afraid to fail. In schools we are disciplined when we fail.
mhm,
Failure is not accepted. Yet in the business world, part of succeeding is failing, but not failing and then kind of contemplating on it and spending years on it. No, it's about failing fast at something so that you can discover the ways that don't work, so that you can then get to succeeding a lot faster. So
mhm.
that is an attitude. It is an attitude for people who are going to be navigating change in this new world that we live in.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. What a wisdom. I just want to say hi to our viewers. Hi, Mulu. How are you? Desiree, hi. Thank you so much for watching. Are you able to read it, or you want me to tell you what Mulu said? Are you able to read comments?
Oh, I can see the comments. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. Mulu is saying that she's my awesome business partner.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's really great. It's awesome to be surrounded by people who support you because, quite frankly, looking for looking for people who are, the times that we live in can cause negativity in people,
Mm,
a lot. And negativity just hasn't served anybody. Somebody said to me the other day, you're just brainwashing yourself, reading books like these and watching videos and all of that stuff. I said, uh-huh. I said, what's your point? Because if I don't brainwash myself, the world will do it for me. I might as well take charge, right? Oh,
that's
there's another quote.
right. Yeah, bring
Right?
it on.
Right, because if we don't take responsibility of brainwashing ourselves, the world will do it for us, and they
Mm,
will do it for whatever they want, not what's in your best interest.
that's
And to me, I just follow, and that's what I teach my daughter, as well. So I'm seeding all of these ideas so that, hopefully I'm trying to do my best with her
yes.
to equip her with all of the things necessary.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I really appreciate you for your time coming on my page and sharing your story. I really appreciate you, dear.
No, you're
Um,
welcome, Lydia. It's a pleasure getting to know you, and thank you so much for inviting me here. I look forward to our journey together.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.